Catherine is forced to marry an unknown man by her father. On their first night, Catherine understands that man has a strange sexual interest in her. He only watches her naked for sexual pleasure without even touching her. After that, every night she goes through the situation by not being loved by her husband. This circumstance causes Catherine to be frustrated and bored. One day, her husband has to leave to attend to an emergency. That night, a new servant of their house visits Catherine in her bedchamber and starts to force her with bad intentions. After initially resisting his advances, Catherine also starts to enjoy it. Today I'm going to explain the movie called Lady Macbeth from 2016. Catherine Lester is being wedded to a dreary and petulant man, Alexander Lester, who is presumably twice her age. Her wedding is devoid of any charm and emotion, and the way it's held is purely ritualistic. While the others sing a light song, she also has no other choice and has to sing along. During their wedding night, a maid, Anna, is with Catherine. She helps her in wearing her nightclothes and fixes her hair. Anna assumes that Catherine is nervous because this is her first night, but she explains that she's not. Catherine is alone in the room as Alexander walks in and looks at Catherine. He first asks if she's comfortable or if she's cold. He then tells her that she will always stay inside the house. While she claims that she doesn't mind the fresh air and would like to go outside of the house from time to time, he disagrees. Instead, he tells her that the house would be much more comfortable for her. Alexander pays little to no attention to her as a person, and he only wants her body. He then orders her to strip, and she has to do it with no complaints. While she stands completely nude, he turns off the lamp and lies in the bed while watching her. In the morning, Catherine is sitting in the windows and looking outside. At night, Anna brushes her hair before she goes to bed with Alexander. In the bed, Alexander is sleeping while she's wide awake and disturbed by recent events. The next day, Anna puts a blue dress on her as she goes down the stairs. She sits in the living room and does absolutely nothing. Catherine has little in the way of freedom as she's forbidden to leave the house. Forced to navigate the disgusting world of acrimonious men, Catherine's life has no excitement. As night draws near, Catherine is at the dinner table while a group of men is standing in front of her. Among the inhabitants of the large manse is Alexander's father, Boris, who is just as misogynistic as his son. Catherine gets up and excuses herself as she leaves to go back to her room. Boris and Alexander both witness this, as Boris gets offended that she left without her husband. Anna overhears that Boris is approaching Catherine. He tells her to wait for her husband and to not sleep. She emphasizes that she has been very tired today and would like to go to sleep. Boris straight up declines and orders Anna to go inside the room with Catherine and make sure that she does not sleep. Anna is sitting in the chair while Catherine is on the bed. Just as she's about to doze off, Anna stands up and Catherine wakes up again. After a brief moment in which Catherine keeps yawning, Alexander walks in. He tells Catherine to stand up and Anna to leave the room. He sits in a chair while ordering her to once again take off her nightdress. When she does, he tells her to go and face the wall. She gets confused but does it anyway. She looks back at him and he yells at her to look back at the wall.